What is up guys? In this video I'm gonna show you a tip that can really speed up your workflow in FL Studio. Ready? Let's jump straight into the project. Okay, so I recently just discovered that this feature actually exists in FL Studio by reading the long manual that you can find online. So basically what you can do in FL Studio is that you can make these track and instrument playlist tracks, it's called, where everything is just routed and color coded for you. So before I knew anything about this feature, I actually were dragging in samples into the playlist, clicking on the sample, going and maybe recoloring it, rename it, and then going and route it to an empty mixer track. So that's a lot of unnecessary clicks that you can actually just avoid by using this really nifty smart feature in FL Studio. I was just so lazy that I didn't even figure it out that it exists. So yeah, that's why I made this video for you guys. Okay, so this is an existing project that I've been working on. So let's say, for example, that I want to add another instrument, like a soft synth. So you go up to the playlist window and click this plus button. Then you have the opportunity to select between an audio track or an instrument track. And I want to add some synth stuff. So I go for the instrument track. Then I can go and grab, let's just take the stage 73 from Arturia. And basically what happens right now is that it created a new pattern clip in the playlist. It also created a new track in the playlist. And if we go to the mix track, it also created a mixer track for us. So all of these steps that I was doing before, where I was clicking and changing stuff, I don't have to do that. Now I actually only need to do it once. So I can go here to the mixer track in the playlist. I can rename it. I can call this E-Piano 2 because I already have an E-Piano here. I can select the color and I can also just make an icon for the sake of it. And then when I press enter, everything is being updated. So it's updated here. And it's also updated with the color, naming, and icon in the mixer track. So I don't have to do all of this naming and clicking and stuff. So it can really speed up your workflow. And if you want to, let's say now the pattern is not being named, you can just right click here and you can select auto name clips. And now everything is just really nicely organized, named. I can open up the piano roll and just start playing in some sounds, and then the pattern is being created. And this is so awesome because now everything is just more organized. Let's say that I want to automate this volume knob of the E-Piano. I can go down here and insert an empty track. I can go here and automate the knob here. And because FL Studio knows that this is associated with the instrument track, it's just being grouped underneath. So you can just click this triangle here and everything is just tucked away, hidden away in a really nice way. You can see I also have a breakdown kick up here where I did some volume stuff, and you can just really quickly just hide these automation clips. And I think this is a really cool tip for just speeding up the workflow. Let's try to drag in a drum sample. So let's say I want to have this hi-hat loop here. I can go and drag it into the track header here. And now FL Studio is asking me a question. So do I want to make audio clips, audio tracks, and instrument tracks? And because this is an audio track, I can click here. So basically what happens right now is now this sample is being linked to this track down here. It's also being routed to a mixer track that we did with the E-Piano before. And now I can just go back here and I can change the name. I can call this hi-hat loop sample. Change the color to green. Hit enter. And now you can also go and select auto name clip. And if we go to the mixer track, the coloring and the naming is also being updated. So this is just a really quick way to add new stuff to your playlist without having to do all of this organizing, naming, coloring. I actually did this project without using the audio tracks, but then I just linked them afterwards. So let's say this crackling noise down here. I just dragged it in as I were doing before I knew about this feature. So I just dragged it into the playlist. So what you can do here is that we can go on, right click on the track here, and we can go to track mode. And then I want, because it's an audio loop, it's a sample, I want to go to audio track. Then FL Studio is showing me all the empty mixer tracks in the mixer. And then I'm gonna go for this 35. So right now, if we go to the mixer track, it's linking this 35 track that we have here. So right now I can just go and rename this to crackle noise. I'm gonna go give it this like more purple, gray, red kind of color, kind of icon. Do we want just a happy smiley face? Hit enter, and then I can go right click here and also name clips. And then everything is updated in my mixer track. And I think this is just so amazing that you can do this. So I'm really happy that I just sat down yesterday and read the manual and actually learned that this is possible in FL Studio. And I really hope that this can help you speed up your workflow in FL Studio and avoiding spending so much time on organizing stuff and instead spending time on making music. So this is definitely something that I'm gonna work into my own workflow and using these features more when I'm producing. It's gonna save so much time and just free up time to spend on creating music instead. Okay guys, that was it for this video. I really hope it can help you to speed up your workflow in FL Studio. If you liked the video, it means so much to me if you smash that like button or even subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss any future uploads on the channel. I have also launched a Discord server for producers. It's a place where we can hang out, talk about music, share our track ideas, provide feedback and get feedback. And it's just a really cool place to hang out and talk about music. And I really want you to get involved if you want to. You can join the Discord via the link in the description down below. If you want to support this channel even further, you can go and browse some of my sample packs and preset packs. The link to the webshop is in the description down below. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.